everyone, Sean Lee from the Stash Bin. I'm showing my face again because one of the things that I always want to do when I make videos is show my face immediately, because I find that if I showed my face towards the end of making several videos, people are going to look at me and be all like, that's what he looks like, you know. So that's pretty much it. Got myself a nice haircut, as you can see. Looking fresh today, except for the glass. I'm here with my boy Ian Christie.
Hey, what's going on,
Here's
guys?
his son. Say hi.
Say hi.
Right now we're just checking out. We're just doing some checking out his displays. He owns a D12 like me, so I'm just checking out some of his customs. Here's his Craven custom, and here's his soda collection. Now a lot of people might know this guy because he's on the action figure trading community. So this is the name to this is the face to the name. So you don't have a light, eh? You don't have a light.
No.
Yeah, he's got a lot of the player ones, as you can see right here. And here he had an X-Men display, but I had to fix it up. And then he's got an Avengers, which I will help him out with, and more soda. And this is what I put up together for him. It's transfer is my style. I put it on a flat surface, and then I put it in there. 1 second. Hope you don't mind me playing around with your stuff. So I put the X-Men 90s team in there. What do you think, man?
Looks awesome.
Yeah, I'll give your money later. What'd you have it in before? Something similar, but it was just something different, right?
Yeah,
I don't know.
standing there.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. And also, Ian also helped me out by hooking me up with. That's not the one. This one. Pile Driver and Thunderball. So these are being added to the bin. Finished now, and that's signing off for now. And add my stuff to my collection. So I just finished hanging out with Ian Christie. I did a display for him, as you can see, as you just saw. Really cool guy. And it's the end of the day now, and I want to show you guys a haul. Today I'm very. This is my commission order from Billy Mahoney. Pretty much I just sent him all these broken figs, and he fixed everything perfectly. I sent him my Hot Toys. I broke the legs. The legs were broken, so I fixed it. He fixed that for me. Christian Bale's back. Got the head back in there, and he painted the skin much more nicer. Wonder Man's back, and he actually moves at the legs. They have the T-joint. He fixed it. So this one, Red Skull, he fixed that arm, so now it goes up because it wouldn't move before. He removed the goggles from Catwoman, as you can see here, and just made her just have a normal face. And then I can put the goggles in the way how he made it, so the goggles can go back. I don't know if I'll be able to catch it on cam, but the goggles do go back. I'm like messing it all up. Come on. There you go. The goggles go back so I can have it back to normal what it was before. And really cool figure. Abomination, he fixed it. It wouldn't move. This figure is so stiff, but I can move it now at the leg. It can go up in T-joint, like, see? See, it moves now at the waist. So I can move it. Magneto, I have a changeable head. I can change to the X-Men Classics version. So I can change that. And Maestro, he was the only one that knew how to. He fixed the Maestro with the waist, so he put like some other stuff. Next thing I got today was this ML Wave 2 from Ian Christie. Shout out to Ian Christie because he sold these to me. 55 for both. I got Pile Driver, Thunderball, and the Batman Beyond. He sold this to me. Thank you so much. And oh yeah, this is also from Billy. He made me a table, like a TV stand, and this is the second Jameson desk I have, and pretty much he did the same thing like any Emerge, made a normal table, and just took off the props, so I have more props for the bin. And then my girlfriend today, I saw her today, and she bought me this. This is at Walmart. It was on clearance. Really cool. It says 15. More dollar store barbecue skewers. I'm gonna turn these into flight stands. I have about like 30 to 40 different flight stand variations. I want to do a flight stand tutorial because I've gotten a lot of requests. If you look on the ACBA channel, Bug pretty much covered how to do it. I think I could add maybe like 2 more things, but really it's just common sense. I'm thinking about making a part 2, but I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna do it on the ACBA channel or the stats, my actual channel that you're watching right now. It's most likely gonna be more viewed if it's on the ACBA channel. But I haven't decided yet. I haven't really decided yet. I haven't even decided if I'm gonna do it, to be honest, because Boog did a good job. And Boog also mentioned in a couple of his videos, like way in the way beginning, like MTIT 1 or 2 or something, that he wished that Hasbro would step it up and make hole pegs in the back of their figures for characters that fly. At this point now, he hasn't really mentioned it, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty much understood that it doesn't really matter if the figures don't have hole pegs in the back. I guess it'd be a bonus, but not necessary, because a lot of the people in the community making figures and stuff are making their own flight stand, like I myself, right? So, and as you can see, I'm not really using a hole peg in the back. Hole pegs are bonuses, but not necessary at this point, because I can still make it work, and that's pretty much it. Also, I also wanted to say that if I do make a flight stand tutorial, like a part 2, there's not too much that I could be mentioning other than that what Boog said in that video. I'll put in the link in the description below. So really making a part 2 on the ACBA channel isn't necessary. I might just do a small portion on my video on my next update, how to do the flight stand tutorial. So we'll see where it goes. Props. These are the dollhouse furniture from the dollar store that are very popular amongst the community. They're good for props. As you can see, I painted it brown, so it looks more like, to me it looks more realistic. I mean, I've never really seen red chairs, so I just painted it black, and then I just painted it with a brown paint coating, just to give it more of a darker look to it than the brown that I had. So, and I also painted this black. It was initially red, so I painted it black as well. Looks so much more better, in my opinion, than the gloss, the red with the gloss protector. Package. Okay, so this is from Rick Valdez on the Action Figure Trading Community on Facebook. The other side shows the address, so I'm not going to show that. And let's get this package open. Now, with this said, this is something I've been wanting for a while, like every Crossbones figure from Rick Valdez. Yeah, man, thank you so much. These figures are so dope. Shout out to Ian Christie for hooking me up, man. Hitting him right there. These figures are so sturdy. Look at that. It's holding its own weapon without even like tipping over. It's at a good balance. So these figures are so sturdy. I put a flight stand right there. They're so sturdy. This one's paying tribute to the Amazing Spider-Man, the new movie coming out. That's the pose and the posters. Just want to pay tribute to that. And then, bam, gonna hit it. So just 2 on 1. Sometimes I'll get so much deja vu when I'm filming videos because I'll just take the same scene over and over again and I can't explain it, you know? I just get so much deja vu. I know it sounds really trippy what I'm saying right now, but I've been tripping out lately actually when I'm watching my footage, especially when it's really late. So I took this on my iPhone earlier. Just want to put it in here. Some of you guys may feel that you got deja vu just watching this. I just want to explain it. So, small scene. Steve Rogers is throwing out a box of pizza in a garage. Well, I have my garage set up like that. We have the bins inside the garage. So, and then when it's garbage day, whatever. Getting off topic. So, here's the Shield garage, and then here. See? I don't know if you guys caught that. Oh, you obviously caught it. Here it is. Just Crossbones just chilling in the back on the prowl. Trying to wait for his move. But if you look at Steve Rogers, the way how I set him up, his body language will tell you that he knows something's up. It's kind of tensing up. About to make a fist. I have a lot of props, but I don't know why, but I hardly use them lately because my style for my displays is a bit changing, so I don't really go heavy on props as much as I did. Right here, just put a screwdriver in his hand. It would make more sense if I put a bigger knife, but it looks more environmentally like it's something that he'd grab from where he is. So I was thinking about for using Billy Mahoney's contest. I'm not too sure if I'm gonna use these two, but then I end up just putting it out there to see what it look like. I have a feeling that everyone's gonna use Sabretooth and Wolverine, so that's the reason only why I didn't want to use these two. So it's pretty cool. This Sabretooth works in certain scenes, not necessarily all the time, but I would like Hasbro to make a new Sabretooth in this kind of style, the Jim Lee style. So it's one of my favorite Wolverines. So I'm gonna take this down today, actually. So just want to throw this in there. So I'm finally gonna take this down and change it up. I just saw the Avengers movie, technically for the second time. Technically, I did say it for the second time. What am I talking about? Anyways, I want to do a review where I completely talk about how I feel about the movie. And yeah, so wait for that. I don't know when that'll come up, but I think it's gonna be like overdue if anything. Anyways, I'm gonna take this down, and thanks for all the comments and people who liked it. That Hulk was up there for so long, and when I took it down, it was so stiff. I was kind of afraid I was gonna break it, to be honest. Back in the bag, and back you go with the others. Now let's get these other guys down. Here is what I changed it to. A more recent version of the Avengers. If you're reading comics, then this one is more relevant, I guess you can say, for you. You'll know this team a little bit better. So it's a little bit smaller compared to my other one that I had up here, because there's less. I guess I took out the truck, but I just moved everything around. I think the Iron Man could be different though. It needs to be I don't know what armor that is, but the modern age, I guess it's whatever the armor he wears. It has like the lights on the shoulders and stuff, and on the chest. But this will suffice. The extremis. Pretty dope. He's like breaking through the barrier right there, the crowd barrier, breaking right through it, smashing. It's breaking through. The idea is that he's gonna be breaking through a couple of them. Yeah. My favorite pose here is probably the Wolverine. I added Wonder Woman here, but I'm not too sure if I like it because with this proximity, this distance, and the form that Superman's in and in Green Lantern, they're moving at a high speed, just the way how it looks at this proximity. And because they're moving at this speed, they're like really narrow, their body shape, and so it indicates that they're gonna crash. But the way how Wonder Woman's positioned her, looks like she's slowing down, and it wouldn't make sense that she's at this speed moving alongside with these guys. I think I'm gonna take her out. That's something I don't notice with displays. You know, it has to make sense, right? And to me, it doesn't make sense that her body form would be this much if these guys look like they're going really fast. So you can't fly like that and be moving as speed as like Hal Jordan's body. I don't know if I'm making any sense. I think I'm gonna take it down. Now, if you watch my videos, you know that the formatting of my videos is I like to do my discussions and news updates and all that stuff in the beginning of the video, and then throughout the entire video, the remaining of the video, I do my ACBA stuff, displays, and at the final, I say my thank yous and stuff. But I decided I have to say this. I have to throw this in here. Is that for those who've seen the Spider-Man trailer, the new one, the Amazing Spider-Man, the third trailer just recently released. And there's this one scene right here. It's about like 49 seconds into the third trailer, and they show this pose. They do this. You see that? I don't know about you guys, but as an ACBA artist, I honestly believe that pose sucked. I think that could have been a lot better. Wait, let me just see. I'll show you again. It goes here and he pulls. Now, if you play around with the Spider-Man figure, you know that when you pull, that leg should not be up. That leg should be, this leg right here should be down, just by the amount of force. He shouldn't be kicking it up. I don't know. That's just a rant. I just wanted to. I know it's not really a big deal, but I am an ACBA artist, and I know that posing should be a lot better. You can see I'm using my Spider-Man here and here, so I'll just use this as a demonstration. The Spider-Man pose that they showed in that movie, it was like this. He shot with his hand and he pulled himself forward. And if I was the person doing it, I guess making the pose up, it would be more like this. It would be this. Okay, pose. So the figure I just showed using the Scarlet Spider Hasbro, it had terrible articulation, and so I picked this one up. The pose should have looked like this. It should have looked something like this. Like he's pulling himself forward, so he should be coming out like that. Now that's just a little small rant because I guess I'm starting to really, I guess, be more picky when it comes to ACBA stuff and posing my figures. What do you guys think? Let me know what you guys think. That's just my rant. It's not a big deal. I just wanted to point that out because I identified with that. This is just a really lame display. I use the old flight stand because she works best with it. I just want to put this in here because I want to give a shout out to Dirt Nap for You. So in my last video, he pretty much called me out, not called me out, but he commented on my video saying that I shouldn't have paid 35 mint for this. I should have gone at least like 20 at the most shipped, I believe, something like that. I have to look it up in the comments, but pretty much he said that I paid too much, and that sucks because you don't want to hear that kind of thing. So I looked up on eBay, and I shit you not, man, dude, every time I looked, even up until now, Canadian shipping or like Canada sellers or like American sellers or European sellers, China sellers, they all sell for like this figure for 45 up. So I don't know what he was talking about. Maybe he's one of those guys that show off that they got a bargain. Some people do. I do that too, Like, oh, this actually cost me, like, probably with all the things the effort and all that, probably cost me about like $100, $100 to $120, this giant man figure. But over time, in the span of like a year, of trying to get this. But then there'll be some guys who are like, oh, I got it for like $20 at a mom and pop shop down the street from where I live. You know what I mean? Some people will do that, So I want to call you out, Dirt Nap, because I don't know, maybe you have good eBay from your internet Wi-Fi router or whatever, but 45 was the only thing I found. So that's my rebuttal. Let's see what you got. So this is just a window to make it look like it's a condo or an apartment. What I did, I just put a photo back behind the D12 glass right here. And then I put construction paper to give it that window look. See? And I just put a figure here. I have about 4 of these Wolverines. And pretty much the reason why I have 4 of these, just to change up the claws. So I have 1 declawed masked version, 1 declawed unmasked version, and 2 clawed versions of what they came in normally in the package. Did anyone else notice that one boot is bigger than the other? This one's smaller than that one. All 4 of them have the same thing. I just want to point that out. Yeah, when you think about it, 4 figures just to have a changeable head and hands for Wolverine. Isn't that kind of funny how it works out? So this isn't done. I'm just adding things along the way. I took out Wonder Woman, and the Wolverine kept falling, so I just changed his pose. This is possibly the most cliche Wolverine pose. And somebody commented actually on this pose too, saying that it looked like a flash dance. So, but it fell. So I guess it worked out to change it. Also, someone commented and said like put a Hulk in here, but this is a more, I don't know if you identify this though, but this is a more up-to-date version of the Avengers. And from what my understanding is that the Hulk isn't part of that anymore, right? So during this one when Bucky was the leader. So this is just a modern update. Just want to make that clear, Personally, I think that you can kind of tell the people who read comics versus the people who collect figures. You can kind of tell through the displays, and that is my girlfriend. With the hip toss. Throwing giant man. And here is Thunderball getting his ass kicked by Thor, obviously. Now this is actually the first time I actually put my Thor with my Wrecking Crew. So yeah, as mentioned earlier in the video, these are new. I just got these kind of recently. So Oh, let it be known, when I film these, when I make these, when I make this video, it's a compilation of like 3 weeks. So if I say anything twice, obviously that makes sense. Thor and Giant Man versus Thunderball and Pile Driver. 2-on-2. The score is even. Pretty damn dope. I think I got one more display before I end this video. I think I'm at like 20 minutes almost already. Excalibur. They're watching TV. Alright, so that concludes another update from me, from the stash bin. Thanks for everyone who's watching, and thank you to all my subscribers for commenting and all that stuff. Follow me on Twitter if you're interested. It's not so much toy related, just a bunch of stupid jokes. Where else am I? Obviously, I'm on Facebook, the ACBA stuff, so find me there. And also, I want to give a shout out to a lot of people on the ACBA Facebook group page. You know, I consider that personally the forum for toys, for ACBA, for what I do. And you know, there are a lot of people up there, so I see everything. Anything, if you post a video on YouTube, I've seen it. I guarantee I've seen it. And if you put ACBA on the title, I've seen it. So I want to give a shout out to all you guys who are starting up. I want to give a shout out because there are some good guys who can pose and stuff, but they don't have a lot of figures, you know what I mean? You can kind of tell what they're younger, so, you know, but there are a lot of good stuff, man. I've seen some really good poses with, like, movie figures, figures that I don't really care for, but they get some posing done, and I've seen guys who pose really good figures and just all around really good with, you know, not the greatest camera. Fortunately, I'm very fortunate that I have a good access to a good camera. The one I'm using right now is actually my girlfriend's. It's actually an SLR Canon. So I'm very fortunate that I have access to that. But there are some guys who don't have, and girls obviously too, who don't have that access, and they can still put out some good stuff. So I'm keeping an eye on you guys. You know, I like what you're doing. Continue what you're doing, and I will always support the new artists coming in. Thank you again for watching, and my next video will be a review of the Avengers movie. I want to put that out there, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Comment down below what you guys want to see in the next, whatever, the next display for something. Just let me know. Should I do more DC? Should I do more Marvel? Should I do more video game stuff, NECA stuff, stuff like that? I could predominantly collect NECA and, I predominantly get Marvel and DC. Anyways, I don't want to make this any longer. Thanks for watching. Sean Lee from the Stash Bin. Peace.
That's crispy.